Praise be Jesus and Mary. Today's first reading is from the letter to the Hebrews, and it calls to mind the journeyings of God's people through the desert, and how, notwithstanding that they saw the miracle of the parting of the Red Sea, notwithstanding God provided for them miraculously by providing them manna from heaven, notwithstanding God miraculously provided water when they were thirsty from the rock. All of these proofs of God's love and protection were not enough to keep them faithful to Him, to prevent them from murmuring, and in God's justice, they were not to enter into His rest. That is, they did not enter into the promised land, those of that generation. Only two, Joshua and Caleb, entered into the promised land. And so what does the letter to the Hebrews then exhort us to, based on that example of the wandering in the desert? Take care, brothers and sisters, that none of you may have an evil and unfaithful heart, an evil heart bent on sin and unfaithful, that is, unbelieving in God, so as to forsake the living God. Forsaking the living God in practice means sinning, mortal sin specifically. Encourage yourselves daily while it is still today, so that none of you may grow hardened by the deceit of sin. Right? That's what I mentioned, I think it was yesterday, about taking the spiritual life one day at a time. The evil of the day is sufficient unto itself. So daily we have to convert. Daily we have to do penance. Daily we have to pray. Daily we have to strive for virtue. If we think we can take days off from the spiritual life, then we will gradually grow hardened and fall into the deceit of sin, that there is some happiness to be found in sin, and there is not. We have become partners of Christ by faith and baptism, by sanctifying grace, if only we hold the beginning of the reality firm until the end. That spiritual life that we began in at baptism, we need to hold firm until the end, if we are to enter into His rest. The land of Canaan, the promised land, is a figure of heaven. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.